Oh, hi! My name's Chris Berzac. You must be Lauren Michaels. This is my SNL. Fuck! This is Chris Berzac's career in a physical manifestation. Blush. Who's TJ Miller? TJ Miller's the guy who's gonna make you a lot of money, okay? Do you have any idea how many open mics this guy's hosted? Right. Did you know that he did stand up at an improv theater? Yeah. Here. Hello? Yeah, I met Chris the first time I actually saw Chris was in class. It was level 2 with Susan Messing, I believe, and he was doing a monologue on stage, and I thought he was pretty queer.
I remember Chris first from level 2 at IO, and his thing was Chris or something like that, and it was I thought he was the gayest person I had met in Chicago at that time. I'd only been there about 4 months, so I had plenty of time. This guy was possibly the gayest person I'd met.
I brought him into Cool Kids at the Party, which then grew into Quincy. And anyway, that's where I met Chris Berzac first, and I learned what tossing a salad was. I learned what diddling was, I think, from Chris Berzac, and all of the sign language.
For starters, we were not good friends off stage. Anyone who sits and tries to shovel 5 big Montanas into their face at the same time is not a friend of mine. I mean, there are starving people in lots of different places. Not to mention the fact that, maybe if you talk about a dead baby on stage, it is funny, but you do not talk about dead babies off of stage. Babies in dumpsters is not funny. I've had an abortion, I know this.
Because I remember back, this was 2003, or late maybe 2003, because I moved to Chicago in September of 2003, and it was early on when the Cool Kids had recently formed, and I think it was myself, Chris, Ryan, and Nathan, and I think Nick Brown. So we go to the Sheffields. I think we'd already been to a couple bars, and me and Chris got to talking, sitting at the bar, and we were both really kind of in the same places. He was right in the midst of his single year. This was during the single year, and I was also going through some troubling times, so we had a lot to talk about. And I felt that night was the first time that I'd ever actually seen a vulnerable Chris Berzac, somebody who was just a guy, just a guy who was full of passion and integrity and just was looking for someone to love him. So we had a really good talk. So we were leaving and we were getting a cab, I guess. I think Chris got a cab and he asked me if I wanted to split the cab. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's cold, it was wintry, so we split the cab and we're still talking and stuff, and he said something about his ex-girlfriend and he started to sob a little bit, and it was just really light, and he started to kind of cry and stuff, and tears were starting to come, and he was talking more about her and stuff, and then he said, "I'll fucking suck your cock, Andy." And I said, whoa, whoa, hold on, pal, let's just you're being crazy right now. That's not what we want to do. And he was like, I know, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. And then he did like the, I'm so sorry, like the thing with the Chinese lady, we're down in Buffalo. Like, oh, I come with the buffalo wings for you. And I was like, okay. So this guy is obviously just a fucking mess right now. So what could the harm be if I just, let him beat me off for a little bit or something. So I took my dick out, took the old hog out, and he went just nuts on it. But the thing was, and this is weird, him being a guy and all, I expected him to know his way around a dick, you know, because he has one, he should be able to work it pretty well. But it was fucking awful. It was like, if there were 2 words that I could use to describe the blowjob from Chris Berzac, it would be toothy and bitter. He felt like he was made of teeth. It was so painful. So anyway, I let him fucking work it for like maybe 5 minutes, and I took it back out and like poked him in the eye and put it back in my pants. And he was upset, obviously. And he cried a little bit more, but I mean, we didn't really say anything for much rest of the ride.
We had a book at Beppo's, and he came up to me and he was like, "Man, have you seen the men's bathroom?" And I said, "No." And I said, "You gotta come in here and check it out. There's boobs on the wall, you know." And I like boobs, and so I went in there, and you know, and he actually kind of assaulted me. He already has his pants unbuttoned, and he tried to push me into the stall, but he's very weak. And I very quickly overpowered him, and he had a butter knife, and I quickly disarmed him. And I said, "Chris, no, no," because you have to discipline him, you know, pretty severely. And so I said, "What's going on, man?" And he said, "I want to blow you." And then I said, "This guy's obviously a wreck. And what's the harm if I let him beat me off for, 10, 15? God, he was bad at it. I mean, being a guy, you think he'd know his way around a cock, but it was just like, I mean, he was like, it's like a cat, like playing with he was batting at it, and he was like, he kept, he'd go, like that, and then he'd go, and you gotta say no, thumbs down, Chris, because you're not doing it right, you know. So that went on for a long time, and then he tried to put his index finger in my asshole, so I slapped him right on the side of the mouth, and then he started sobbing. You can't console someone after something like that, so I just left him in the bathroom. As far as I know, he didn't come out for the rest of dinner, and I think he probably slept there in the stall in the bathroom. So that was the first time, and then pretty much I remember that year, the month of October. It was pretty much weird thing. It was like kind of a frenzy of attempted blowjobs. Me and then everyone I knew.
One time it was after a Reckoning show. He kind of went crazy every time he saw Pat O'Brien. And he and I were just talking backstage. Susan, medium mocha? Trying to check in. It's terrible. He was like, it's really hard. It's just really kind of like all nothing. I feel sorry for him.